Your Honor, we're also requesting that defendant spend this upcoming weekend in jail. She just doesn't get it. She thinks your court order is a suggestion and she's simply not going to follow it. And I have a feeling we're going to be back here again, but I think the next time we'll simply file a motion to change custody. We'd also request, Your Honor, moving forward. We'd request, Your Honor, moving forward, that for each parenting time visit he misses moving forward, that she withholds the children, that she spend a corresponding day in jail. Maybe that will help her understand that your court orders are to be followed. Finally, Your Honor,
Couch, do not interrupt. He is speaking. Do not interrupt, ma'am.
Excuse me?
Do not interrupt the attorney. He is speaking. You'll have your opportunity to speak.
Some fucking attorney.
Mute, Miss Couch. Okay, go ahead.
Lastly, Your Honor, we're requesting for his pickup this Wednesday, that if he goes there and she does not make the children available, that we would be able to contact the court to get a bench warrant issued for her arrest.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFlair. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. As y'all saw the first part, man, this lady is wild. This lady is wild. Now, I did remember seeing someone comment on one of Brian Kirkman's video, or Kirkham. This is the judge. Somebody made a comment and said, you know, he really leans towards women. And in some cases, it's like I kind of see that, but then again, I kind of don't. But this video right here really shows it, because here's the thing. If a man was acting the same way, right? If the father was acting the same way she was, I'm telling you, man, they would have got him up out of here. We have a whole clip of a freaking father being upset in court, upset because judges were not trying to hear this man out. The judges understood that they were taking advantage of this man and trying to take this man money, because the mother went into court and said, hey, well, you know, I want more money from this man because this man, he pretty much got a raise. He's starting to make some money. Women use the plausible deniability, and the courts use the plausible deniability that, hey, well, being that you are making more money, the kids are going to need that. It's all for the kids. So being that you are making more money, we're going to have to tax that. We're going to have to go ahead and take some money out of that, and we're going to give it to the kids, when we already know it's not for the kids. We already know the government, the courts, the judges, they get some money off of that. They get an incentive off of that. And not only that, the women gain the leverage. It's really sick, but let's look at this video.
Your Honor, we're also requesting that defendant spend this upcoming weekend in jail. She just doesn't get it. She thinks your court order is a suggestion and she's simply not going to follow it. And I have a feeling we're going to be back here again, but I think the next time we'll simply file a motion to change custody. We'd also request, Your Honor, moving forward. We'd request, Your Honor, moving forward, that for each parenting time visit he misses moving forward, that she withholds the children, that she spend a corresponding day in jail. Maybe that will help her understand that your court orders are to be followed. Finally, Your Honor,
Couch, do not interrupt. He is speaking. Do not interrupt, ma'am.
Excuse me?
Do not interrupt the attorney. He is speaking. You'll have your opportunity to speak.
Some fucking attorney.
Mute, Miss Couch. Okay, go ahead.
Lastly, Your Honor, we're requesting for his pickup this Wednesday, that if he goes there and she does not make the children available, that we would be able to contact the court to get a bench warrant issued for her arrest. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll unmute you, Miss Couch, and you can respond. Go ahead.
So other than the fact that we're at the police station because their father, Zachary, the plaintiff, has been arresting them, has that been investigated by DHHS? I do have a officer's number here, with a case number. It has not been investigated yet. No.
Have you contacted Child Protective Services?
You know what? I did contact them before when he was watching children, you know, peeing and pooping and having enemas done on them. Yeah, I did contact them, and you know they didn't do shit. And they're being molested. They were touched.
Ma'am, this is a court proceeding. Do not swear. We do not want vulgar language in the court.
He's molested children.
Ma'am, then you
What
have
is
a
wrong with
recourse.
you people?
You can contact CPS or you can contact the police and have an
I'm here.
investigation. That's what your recourse is at this point. Okay?
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, what the court is going to do, mute Ms. Couch if you would. What the court is going to do at this point is the court is going to order that there would be makeup parenting time that would occur for the Christmas that was missed, or Christmas Eve, that the plaintiff would have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in 2025. That in fact he would be entitled to have the kids from January 29th, 2025 through February 9th, 2025 for makeup parenting time. The court would assess an additional $500 in attorney fees, bringing the total to $1,000, which would be paid within 30 days of entry of the within order in this matter. So that will be the order of the court. You can prepare that order, Mr. Kelly, submit it under a 7-day notice of entry.
Wait, I have a question. What is wrong? Why would you give children to somebody who's going to hurt?
Mute Miss Couch.
Your Honor, in the event he goes to pick the children up on the 29th, we're getting from her, she's probably not going to comply.
Well, I'm not going to speculate as to whether she comply. I would think probably based on her response, not, but we'll address that if it happens.
Okay.
Of course not. He's testing my kids.
Okay, the hearing is over.
Why? Why is the hearing over? Why is the
mute Miss Couch? Why does she keep coming back in if we mute her?
She's unmuting herself.
Well,
I removed her from the hearing.
Okay. You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And of course, we hear the old saying, oh, well, he be putting hands on him, on my child. He be doing this, he be doing that. We hear this so many times. Now, I'm not going to discredit the fact that there are a very small, like probably less than 0.5% of men out there who are putting hands on their children. Now, of course, you're going to have some women pull up the stats that a lot of your kids, a lot of your women are touched by their uncles and all of that stuff when they are younger. I mean, hey, I feel like they definitely inflate those numbers. Now, once again, it is true. I definitely agree that it is a pretty good amount. It is a pretty good amount. Do I think it's the majority? No, right? I don't think most of your uncles are out here doing that. Granted, it does happen, right? It does happen. I think it is common. I don't think it is happening to the extent that a lot of your women are trying to say it does. Granted, it's still in your family. But this idea that these women keep using this tactic, oh, well, judge, he keeps putting hands, that's the only way a lot of these, well, and it's really not the only way. The women have so many different ways on pretty much gaining the leverage in court, right? But here is one of the tactics that they use. Oh, well, he be putting hands on his son, he be putting hands on his daughter, he be doing this, he be doing that. And these fathers like, man, what in the world? And the sad thing about it is you always see fathers just sit down in the seat and say nothing. The father didn't say anything. She's sitting over here lying right now. Once again, we don't know if they're lying, but I'm not going to keep sitting up here saying, man, I'm not going to keep sitting over here trying to take this way and take this route of women saying, oh, well, you don't know if he really is. You don't know if he really is, because we don't know if he really is. However, it's just pattern of recognition. We see so many women, so many mothers jump up here on the internet, jump up here in court and lie and say that the father did this, the father did that, just so they can get leverage, just so they can have the kid all to themselves, just so they can then turn around here, struggle, then complain and, oh, well, the father isn't here, that's why we need more of his money. Shout out to Poor Man's Podcast, man. I'm definitely going to leave a link down below. I mean, y'all already know who Poor Man's Podcast is if y'all definitely follow this channel. But shout out to Poor Man's Podcast, because we are sitting here. If y'all go to his page, he is covering a story where you have a guy and this chick. He was 24 years of age, had a one-night stand with this chick. She technically wanted a quote-unquote sperm donor. She said there was going to be no strings attached to this. I just want my own seed. I just want my own kid, which I don't know why he would be dumb enough to do it. But regardless, at the end of the day, long story short, he sat here and said, man, listen, this isn't my child. Come to find out the child that he was raising pretty much was not his child. And he was able to prove that. time after time after time. And he pretty much has a whole list on how this woman manipulated this man. And the courts can see that, and guess what, right? The courts will see this, and they're still not doing anything. Till this very day, being that he already proved that he's not the father, he still has to pay child support because he signed the birth certificate. Once you sign that birth certificate, you just essentially signed your life away. Let's be real. And then on top of that, he has proved that this woman has been lying, that this woman has pretty much created a scheme to try to get over on this man. And the courts do not care. Right? The courts do not care. They're still making this man pay. And that just shows how bad this system is. And then you have idiotic, peanut brain people who sit here and jump in the comments. All you got to do is just go to the courts. Y'all black men always complain. That's all y'all do is y'all complain. Y'all complain. Well, y'all can just go to the courts and go say something. What do you think the men were doing in the first place? How do you think they are on child support in the first place? Don't you think they address the issues and their problems by saying, hey, well, listen, why am I on child support when I take care of my child? When people say stuff like that, once again, all they're doing is there's just no different than saying, hey, man, listen, you're not going to get your kid. You're not going to get your child. They're no different than the women who put men on child support for no reason. People who say stuff like that, they really have an issue with men. They just have an issue with men. Because for you to say that and then you see this type of stuff, for you to say that and you know for a fact that in the courts, it never goes a man's way. Very rare does it go a man's way. It just shows how disingenuous you are as a person, and you're part of the problem. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.